Many children speak in different languages at school, at home, and with their friends. This video series aims to help educators understand how different languages shape our understanding of a place, a group of people, and the individual child. How formal and everyday use of different languages shape children's confidence to express themselves. How the way we teach shapes children's language skills and spontaneous use of different languages. How a whole school must work together when a child's natural language of comfort is different from the school language. This is a self-learning video series. It is organized into 4 modules. Each module is made up of 4 units, covering specific themes related to multilingualism. In the second unit of the multilingual classroom, we will cover code switching as an intentional teaching strategy, translanguaging, activities for active engagement, and why draft writing is useful for language learning. As you work through this module, consider what can be done differently to ensure that children's language encounters in class are positive and engaging. Teachers who explain in one or more languages in class are practicing high-quality teaching. The belief that multilingual instruction is a lower form of teaching is a false belief. Translanguaging is desirable. Code switching does not have to be allowed in every class. Thoughtful lesson planning ensures active engagement. Role play, a story session, inquiry-based activities, and dialogue-based concept teaching can all reduce the time when children are passive in class.
Parthaji, shall we discuss the aspects of language teaching that shape a child's language encounters? I would like to make a note of these for the future.
Sure, let's do that. When teachers explain a new concept or hold a class discussion on a new concept, they can use one or more languages to explain the lesson so that children understand it better. Since they are role models for children, this will encourage children to express themselves in class in the language they are most comfortable in.
I agree with you. If teachers explain using multiple languages, children feel more confident to discuss and clarify their doubts in the languages they are comfortable in. The conversations can then be for deepening comprehension without the barriers of not being fluent in one set language.
Teachers can help children understand that it is desirable to be fluent in both their home and school languages by encouraging children to practice both languages in selected activities in school. As role models, we can demonstrate why it is desirable to be fluent in more than one language.
And very fluent in the school language. We can do this by encouraging children to read materials in both local and school languages.
Have you come across the concept of child-authored books?
Child-authored books. What a lovely activity and so engaging. We could allow children to write as they think and support them at points of struggle. Teachers could help children with the spelling of a nice word or the sentence grammar to express a good idea. For some books, children can use code switching. For other books, they could be asked not to code switch. Aiming for both kinds of written work is an important teaching target.
Look at this story written by Vishwas, who studies in Standard 3 of Yelakunte Government School. Vishwas had a dream, which he wrote for his homework assignment. This story went through multiple drafts before Vishwas was ready to share the book with his friends.
We could supply keywords to help with the writing process. A multilingual child could be asked to find the equivalent words in the other languages that they know. Sometimes we make assumptions on behalf of children. In my practice teaching class, I had planned that children could make a draft story which included words from their home languages, but the final assignment had to be written in the school language. The supervising teacher felt that young children would not be able to understand such complicated instructions. I was asked to only focus on the school language. I decided to demonstrate what I wanted the children to do. And the children responded well to my plan. One child told me a story using words from their home language, and I supplied the words they needed. Another piped in with a dialogue in his home language, and I showed him how to use inverted commas to keep the dialogue as it was. A third had added quietly, "I will name my characters with names from home." Children know how to deal with step-by-step instructions. Our adult world views need to accommodate their comprehension of building an idea one step at a time.
While we make children understand that all new languages are important, we don't need to allow code switching in every class. We could choose certain days in a week to celebrate a particular language. For example, we could declare 2 days every month as Local Language Day or every Monday as School Language Day to get children to think more in that language. Let us now look at some more learning support actions in a multilingual class. Role-playing is an active way to think and enact ideas. It is an example of using languages to support comprehension and learning.
Yes, passive time with no opportunity to engage is unstimulating and does not promote learning.
Storytelling and retelling help show that the rich traditions in children's cultures and language systems are important.
True, passive repetition is unstimulating and does not promote learning.
Having many conversation partners helps show children that every language in their language system is important. Inviting community experts to school is an excellent way to expand children's connections with the world around the school and listening to knowledgeable people who may, however, not be fluent in the school language.
In this module, we reflected on what can be done differently to ensure that children's language encounters in class are positive and engaging. Teachers who explain in one or more languages in class are practicing high-quality teaching. The belief that multilingual instruction is a lower form of teaching is a false belief. Translanguaging is desirable. Code switching does not have to be allowed in every class. Thoughtful lesson planning ensures active engagement. Role play, a story session, inquiry-based activities, and dialogue-based concept teaching can all reduce the time when children are passive in class.